What's going on, guys? This is Sergeant Merrill, and it is a beautiful Friday morning. I love Fridays. I've said this before. I get to plan out my whole weekend, go hang out with friends, go do some barbecue, because for those who don't know, I got my barbecue coming up in another week, doing this barbecue competition. And God knows I love myself some barbecue, and we're hoping to take in the win. This is one of the biggest barbecues in Texas, which is to say a lot. There's about 400 teams. And it's pretty insane. It takes up the whole parking lot of SeaWorld. Just nothing but tents, barbecue pits. It's fantastic. I'm going to put an RV out there. We're going to stay out there, have some fun. God, I made a mistake here. I break my own rule. Don't run out into the open to revive somebody just for the points. I saw it. I thought it was clear, but it wasn't. Anyway, real excited, guys. I'm starting to practice some of my beer can chicken techniques to get it down for the competition. So I've found that I actually really enjoy Battlefield 3 Team Deathmatch. I thought I wouldn't because I didn't think the game was built for it at all. And I heard a lot of complaints of people talking about claymores, and I'm actually going to do a video on this, but guys, with claymores, you can crouch past them. At least that's what the tip screen says. I didn't even know that, but you can crouch past claymores. If that's true, that's insane. That makes them, you know, if you're coming up on an area that you know is likely to have a claymore, let's say you're, going up a stairway. That's typically where they set claymores. Going up a stairway, running around a corner, just go ahead and crouch and move past it. And they're not even going to know what happened, because I don't think anybody really knows about that. I saw it in the tip screen, and I brought it up to my party at the time. And I was like, hey, did you know you could do this? And they were like, no, we had no idea that you could do this. So a lot of you probably don't know, just like with the holding the grenade, a lot of people don't know that you can do that. You can actually crouch past claymores. Which was the biggest complaint with Team Deathmatch, especially with the smaller maps. People would just throw claymores everywhere and then hide in the corner of the map and just soak up all the points, especially considering that the support class can sit there and replenish their claymores. It was a big complaint with Team Deathmatch, and I haven't had that issue at all. I'm just going to go ahead and say that right now. It's like I'm falling in love with Battlefield all over again, because I get that fast-paced action that I love when it comes to Call of Duty in Team Deathmatch, and I'm really addicted to it. Just like I'm addicted to this M16A4 right now. You saw me start out with the infrared attachment, because I was trying it out, because this can be a long-range weapon. You'll see me switch to semi-automatic and go for those long-range shots, especially because I love the heavy barrel with this thing. But when you do that, it makes it worse with the infrared scope. It's going to make those enemies that are closer, it's going to make them easier to see, but the ones that are farther, you can't see them at all unless you're marking them, and it defeats the purpose of this weapon. Especially considering that I like to mix it up with the mass. And the mass isn't a great weapon. It's not going to compare to other shotguns. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 hit markers, 4 hit markers. Didn't get a kill. As you see, not a fantastic weapon, but what it's good for is when you get into a building, you can clear it out if you're using a weapon that's not really great up close, like this weapon right here. It does have a burst setting, does have a burst mode, but it's still not going to compare to a FAMAS or to some other really good close-range weapons, especially a shotgun. So what I like to do is use this weapon for my long-range kills to keep the enemy at a distance, and it's really good for that purpose. And when I'm clearing a building, go ahead and switch to the mass, because it can get that one-hit kill when you're right up on somebody, and that's really important. Now, the downside to all this is that I'm giving up my med pack. This entire setup lacks a med pack. And that's something I'm really strict about with medics on my team. I usually hate the fact that they give up their med pack for the M320. Just because I think it's cheap for them to go for those extra kills when that's not really their purpose. And I'm kind of backpedaling on this a little bit, because I see how powerful the assault class can be when you mix it up with some of these other additions in exchange for the med pack. Now, I don't want to discredit the med pack, because it really, really helps out the team. People don't even realize how much it helps out a team when you have your, especially on a place like Operation Metro, when you have your entire team sitting there on a corner. Not your entire team. Let's say 2 or 3 people from your squad sitting there on a corner, covering down. They're in that little firefight exchange. Having that med pack down for them to instantly recover their health is hugely important. And what's really good about it is it makes it so that you don't have to sit behind them ready to revive them. You don't even have to be around them. Slap that med pack down, and it's going to give your team that much more of an advantage of the people on the other side of the firefight. So I've backpedaled on that previous position that I had on med packs before, if you play it correctly. Team Deathmatch, it doesn't matter. People respawn so freaking quickly. Med packs don't even really matter. But when you're playing Rush and you're playing those objective type games, I think that you need to play your role. So if you don't have that med pack, you need to stick close to your team to keep them revived. If you do have the med pack, it gives you a little bit of a leash, you know. But the point of Assault is to stick with your teammates. Don't go out there and be that lone wolf, because it makes one of your pieces of equipment, the defibrillator, completely useless. Why even have it if you're going to be going off on your own? It makes the Assault class not as effective as it's supposed to be. Stick near your teammates. Keep the enemy at a distance. Keep your team up. Keep their health up. You know, that's the point of Assault. You know, you want to be a lone wolf, go ahead, fine. Go be recon. Go get in that map and let people know where the enemy is. Go pick up a high vantage point and spot the enemy. That's when you can be the lone wolf. But as an Assault class, I really think that you need to be right there with your squad in the mix and really make use of that defibrillator. So yeah, guys, I've really been enjoying the team deathmatch aspect of Battlefield 3. Like I said, it brings that fast-paced action into the series for me, which I really enjoy. It's one of the reasons I love Call of Duty so much. But when it comes to that kind of action, the fast-paced action, I still think Call of Duty has it because it's more fluid. And I already realized that this is a Battlefield 3 video and the people watching this are probably going to hate on me for it. But when it comes to between the two games, I've given you my position on it. When it comes to the team gameplay, wow, that FAMAS dropped me quick, didn't it? Anyway, when it comes to the team gameplay, when I sit down for 3 hours and play a game, Battlefield 3 has it for me. I'm gonna pick that every time. When it comes to, hey, I got 20 minutes, I want to shoot someone in the face real quick, maybe throw a grenade at somebody and watch them just explode and shit, that's gonna be Call of Duty. And this gives me a little bit of an in-between, this team deathmatch option on Battlefield 3 that I don't know why I just started playing. But when I have 20 minutes, I still think it's going to go to Call of Duty. I can't explain why. I can tell you that team deathmatch is really, really good for leveling up your weapons. If you got a weapon that you really want to level up, sniper rifles, it's not that great. But for your assault rifles, for your LMGs especially, you're going to level them up really quick in this game. But that's all I have for this video, guys. Really hope you enjoy it. Really hope you enjoy this weekend. Hope you enjoy Call of the Community going on this weekend. Draft tonight and the actual event going on this weekend. Visit callofthecommunity.com, built by my team, especially Evan Eckerdman. That guy's the bomb. Make sure you check out his work, if only just for the art, guys. This guy is fantastic. That's all I have, guys. Hope y'all enjoy y'all's weekend. This is Sergeant Merrill out here.